Hey, have you ever thought, when you usually visit to any ATM for withdrawing or depositing cash, who actually feeds those ATM? Are you also thinking the same, predominantly by banks itself? Then my friend, no, you are wrong here. Because the reality is that banks collaborate with specialized cash management agencies for this task. If you're a keen observer, you might have noticed a van transporting the substantial amount of cash, accompanied by vigilant security guards who ensure that everything happens in the right manner. It's fascinating to see how these agencies work diligently to keep the ATM cash supply running smoothly. So, hello everyone. We wish you a warm welcome in another interesting stock analysis video. So, right from the beginning, you might have guessed which company we are going to discuss today. If not, then none other CMS Info System Limited. So let's begin. But before that, let me introduce, we are PA Wealth, a SEBI-registered investment company. We offer stocks, mutual fund, PMS, AIF, insurance and startup investments. Every week we upload a research-rich videos on different companies, mutual funds and financial topics. So to not miss any such updates, subscribe our channel. Now back to the video. Let's begin with its brief history. So in year 2008, the company incorporated as a private limited company, with the name, Subhisha Realty Pvt Limited. Moving ahead in year 2009, the IT Infrastructure Management Division of CMS Computers Limited was demerged and transferred to the company, followed by an investment by the Blackstone Group to acquire majority stake in certain key businesses of CMS Computers. After that, in year 2011, CMS acquired Securitrans India Pvt Limited, thus consolidating its position as the leading cash management services company in India. Later on, in 2015, Sion Investment Holdings, an affiliate company of Baring Private Equity Asia, acquired 100% stake in CMS Info Systems. Let's move to introduction of the company. So, CMS Info Systems is a leading business services company providing logistics and technology solutions to banks, financial institutions, organized retail, and e-commerce companies in India. Today, CMS plays an essential role in connecting banks, businesses, merchants, and consumers by enabling commerce in a secured environment. Basically, CMS businesses include cash logistics, banking automation, managed services, remote monitoring solution and technology solutions. With over 25,000 employees or associates, servicing over 150,000 business commerce points across 97% Indian districts, it is today a market leader in cash logistics, ATM software solutions and AI remote monitoring, banking segment, businesses. Now, we will know key business of the company. Well, broadly, CMS has three business verticals, namely cash management services, managed services and last if of named with others. The first business verticals, which is of cash management services, involves managing money in different ways. They handle ATM cash management, retail cash management, cash and transit services, and also other cash management activities. Moreover, these services are provided under two brand names, CMS and Securitrans. Furthermore, cash management services has other three sub-verticals, namely with ATM cash management services, retail cash management services, cash and transit services. Now, on second business verticals, which is of managed services. Under this verticals, company take care of everything involved in managing an ATM network, both from an operation and management point of view. They do it all through one central place of responsibility. Moreover, the company mainly deals with long-term contracts that provide steady income for their managed services business. However, this vertical also subcategorized in four other sub-segments, namely banking, automation, product sales and service, AMC, brown label ATM and pure services, software solution, remote monitoring for ATMs and bank branches. Now on last verticals, which is of other services. Well, this includes end-to-end financial card solutions for banks. Moreover, primarily involves sourcing plastic cards and chips and personalizing the cards with embossing or printing, uploading variable encrypted data on the chip or magnet stripe. It is also involved in data generation for card personalization, card or chip personalization programs. For full detail on each sub-vertical's classification, you can simply visit to our CMS Info blog. Link is mentioned in description box. So, here you can see their leadership position in their respective segments. Now we will know the revenue classification. So in FY22, its cash management segment contributes nearly 67% of the revenue. whereas managed services or card personalization contributes approx 33% of the revenue. Let's know the about various existing active player in similar space. Like in cash management solutions, there are 7 more players like Writer, Secure, Brinks, Radiant, Checkmate and many more. Furthermore, in ATM managed services there are players like Hitachi, FIS, Euronet, FSS and DN. In other segments like banking automation and software services again their CMS, NCR and Hitachi are key players. Now we will know the executive members of the company. Mrs. Shyamala Gopinath. Mrs. Shyamala Gopinath is a chairperson and non-executive director of the company. She holds a master's degree in commerce from the University of Mysore. She is a certified associate member of the Indian Institute of Bankers and an honorary fellow of the Indian Institute of Banking and Finance. In addition, she has served as the Deputy Governor of the RBI, as Chairperson of the Advisory Board on Bank Commercial and Financial Frauds of the Central Vigilance Commission and as part-time non-executive director of HDFC Bank Limited. Mr. Rajiv Kaul. Mr. Kaul is at the position of Executive Vice Chairman, whole-time Director and CEO in the company. He holds a bachelor's degree in engineering, with specialization in computer science from Birla Institute of Technology, Misra and a PG diploma in business management. He has been associated with CMS since inception. Rajiv has over 29 years of experience across the technology, private equity and business services sectors. Mr. Ashish Agrawal. Mr. Agrawal is at non-executive directorship position. He is a qualified chartered financial analyst, CFA, from the CFA Institute, USA. He has over 24 years of experience in private equity and investment banking. He holds a bachelor's degree in engineering, with specialization in electronics from the SGS Institute of Technology or Science, Indore, and a postgraduate diploma in management from IIM, Ahmedabad. Let's move to shareholding pattern of the company. So currently, promoters are holding 46.5% of the stake in the company. Mutual funds are holding 19.0% of the stakes. However, FPI, which are also known as foreign portfolio investors, held 15.3% of the stakes. On the other hand, other institutions are holding considerably good stakes of around 2%. And last public holding consists around 17.3%. Now we will know the most important financial health of the company. Over the past 7 years, company witnessed whopping growth in its revenue. Company has reported approximately 14% CAGR growth. On profit after tax point, here also company has reported whopping growth CAGR growth of 24%. The PAT grew mainly due to entry in various business services and winning big orders. Whereas, on FCF perspective, company has reported positive cash flow of 165 crore rupees, which mean can utilize this amount for any purpose in future ahead. However, if you look at its other ratios like cash operating margin and net profit margins is also growing significantly. Nevertheless, debt to equity is also reported healthy. Now let's dive into the one of the important parameter, that is business outlook for further years. So on growth triggers and competitive advantages. The company is leading player in the consolidating cash management market. India is the third largest ATM market in the world based on numbers of installed ATMs, after China and US, and is expected to grow at a CAGR of 6.16% from 255k as of March 2021 to 365k till March 2027. Pan-India footprint. India has one of the lowest ATM penetration rates in the world with only 22 ATM per 100k adults compared to world average of 47 ATM. On key risk in the business. Decrease in the availability, use of cash, regulated by RBI and Government of India, Neobank. Now on management outlook. Meanwhile, managed services and IoT business will get to 30 to 40% in revenue by FY25. Moreover, company is expecting its revenue to grow at 18% CAGR till FY25. Private sector banks have also made announcement that they intend to expand its branch network to almost 10,000 to 12,000 branches. In the last 2 years, company has seen addition of almost 20,000 ATM and also have the future pipeline of about 40,000 ATMs. Finally, on SWOT analysis. So first is its strengths. Leading player in cash management market. Pan-India player with deep penetration in growing market. Second is its weakness. Company is exposed to various operational risks including armed robbery, end customer or third-party fraud. Third is CMS opportunities. Private sector announced to expand its ATMs and branch network in the next 3 to 4 years. Last is threats for the company. Indian government and RBI are focusing on greater adoption of cashless and digital payment. That's it for today. Like this video if you find our efforts useful. And also comments your topics, which you wanted to covered by us. And for more such research and financial rich contents, subscribe our YouTube channel. Thanks.